This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping the foot on the what on the Knicks. We keeping the foot on the what on the Knicks. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying what on immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus fight. He Knows the Sport. And a prediction King strikes again. And a prediction King strikes again. What did He Knows the Sport tell you guys about Shakur Stevenson, man? Shakur Stevenson is this guy that when we sit here and look at what he brings to the table, he is the best of the crop, the best of the young crop. But the problem with Shakur Stevenson, ever since he had the fallout with Andre Ward, Shakur Stevenson's been on pure fucking beta supreme ways. Shakur Stevenson has that same issue that plagues the black community. It is called fatherlessness. Let me say it again. It is called fatherlessness. He doesn't have an active father in the home. This is why you have a bunch of pure fucking beta supremes like a Shakur Stevenson that sit here and get subscriptions on an OnlyFans account for this bad Barbie. Waited until she turned 18 years old and made her $1 million fucking dollars in less than 6 hours. This is what He Knows the Sport was talking about. 99%. No. Jay-Z was talking about that shit. 99% of you motherfuckers are in a state of delusion. It's only 1% of motherfuckers. It ain't 5%. It's 1% of motherfuckers that are true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics like a He Knows the Sport. That's bringing you that what? That heat and that far. And keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. And keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. And like the Tibetan master that he is, he's applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus fight. That are what we call high value males. He Knows the Sport is the highest value of a male there is at the highest fucking level, the highest degree, in the highest order, and the highest magnitude. This guy's always pushing for success on top of success on top of success. I've jumped into the Airbnb realm, conquered it. Jumped into regular centennial relations, conquered it. Now I'm going to buy up fucking trailers. This is the next business venture. I'm going to buy up trailers and I'm going to buy up property and lots and rent out fucking trailers. See, that's another side hustle, man. See, it's all about financial independence and wealth. See, when you're an alpha, you got to showcase yourself as that. You have to showcase yourself as a person who governs himself and governs business affairs. See, I understand business at the highest levels because I'm always doing business fucking transactions. This is why you guys can't get me as much as you get me now. But if people was paying attention to the platform, listening to He Knows the Sport, anybody that He Knows the Sport has inspired, anybody that He Knows the Sport has helped out, they've seen success their way. You know how many people He Knows the Sport has advised? You know how many people He Knows the Sport has helped? You know how many people He Knows the Sport has showcased his inspiration? Name a YouTuber that He Knows the Sport ain't influenced. Name a social media influencer that He Knows the Sport ain't influenced. Name someone that when you look at their neighborhood YouTube channel, there's not a He Knows the Sport influence behind that via narration, via when they do lives, via the way that they comport themselves, via the way that they show in general deportment, professionalism. All of that shit is He Knows the Sport duplicators. But there's only one He Knows the Sport. But I'm glad I was able to pass the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of what He Knows the Sport brings to the table. But I say all of that to say this and contextualizing it to Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson no longer has Andre Ward in his corner. You know, the black community fan base, they like to get on Andre SOG Ward and say, well, he had a white dad and he had a black mom, so therefore he identifies with his dad. You Rudy fucking Pooh and Plum fucking brains. Classic fucking goats and troglo fucking dykes. Ultra fucking fanboy with the fucking ultra fucking fanboy rhetorics. At least he had a dad in the home. Andre Ward is absolute and resolute in what he does. He doesn't fence fucking straddle. Andre Ward, whatever decision he makes, whether it's right, wrong, good, bad, or the ugly, he's absolute and resolute in his decision making because he had a father to teach him those things. See, people don't understand how important having a father in the home is, because only men can teach men how to be fucking men. What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. So hear me fucking well. Give a fuck what Shakur Stevenson said he got from his mom. All he got from his mom is how to suck on her damn titty All he got from his mom is how to nurture her. But you see, you gotta tell motherfuckers this shit in the most grimiest fashion, in the most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat fashion. And what is understood doesn't need to be explained. In order to be a man, you have to first be raised by a man or have a man that is actively molding you. This is what alpha molding and training is all about. This is alpha molding and training 101. You know how many motherfuckers Henosis supporters graduate to alphas? You know how many true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics that bend the proverbial fucking knee and kiss the ring while they at it? Henosis supporters say, man, you are alpha of alphas through and through. It's because Sport had a father in the home. My father still advised me. I just spoke to him yesterday, and boy, did I get alpha molding and alpha lessons. When this man talk, I just gobble that thing up, because men need to be raised up by other men when it comes to molding and nurturing them. You can't teach a man how to be a man if you're not a fucking man. You didn't get what I said. And if you don't get it, then I ain't got time to explain it. But in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, in its most cutthroat fashion, it's as simple as this. When we sit here and look at the delineation, we look at the distinction, we look at the gulf, and we look at the separation that's associated itself with the likes of a Shakur Stevenson. The reason why he's making pure fucking beta supreme moves and the way that he challenged Jamal Herring, you're supposed to celebrate the man's win. You're supposed to sit there in true alpha fashion and say, man, salute to you, dog, for getting that fucking knockout, man. Salute to you. Don't sit there and fucking like pure fucking beta supreme and then do a side undercurrent and say, but what about me? That time will come. Right now it's about supporting and saluting. And then when the dust settles after the celebration is done, then you insert your ass in and show your competitive nature. See, people have to understand, the good book tells us that there's a time to weep, there's a time to cry, there's a time for joy, there's a time for celebration, there's a time for us to sit there and die, there's a time for us to come to life, there's a time for us to be incepted and conceived into this world. There is a time to reap, there's a time to harvest, there's a time to sow, there's a time to take, there's a time to give. In all, the good book is telling us there's a time for things. And the time at that time, if you were being continuously under the alpha molding and training of Andre Ward, you would have celebrated Jamal Herring's victory. You wouldn't have sat there and inserted yourself. This is what pure fucking beta supremes do. They always want to insert themselves off of somebody else's glory, off of somebody else's achievement, off of somebody else's heavyweight lifting. And this is what Shakur Stevenson did, and this is prevalent of why he is no longer with Andre SOG Ward. He needs to bend the proverbial fucking knee. He needs to kiss the ring while they at it and get his rabbit ass right back with Andre SOG Ward. Because this is an era-filled fighter, unofficial iteration. A guy that is won on so many different facets, variations, aspects. And if it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? It's good that you still got James Prince, the ultimate true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics. But you're going to need Andre Ward there too to teach you the ones and twos. Trust me, man, the way you moving right now is in pure fucking beta supreme fashion. This is why Top Rank has dished your rabbit ass. This is why Top Rank don't endorse your rabbit ass. And who had your backing? Andre SOG Ward along with James Prince. And now you don't have that. Look at what's happening right now. Your ass is being left to the dust in the side. See, this is the problem with the Shakur Stevensons and the Devin Haneys of the world. They thought they didn't need Mayweather Promotions. They thought they didn't need Al Heyman and PBC. And look at what's going on with them. They're getting fucked. They're getting fucked where the sun don't fucking shine. You do the fucking math. When The Rock says that, you're Rudy fucking pulling you plum fucking brains. You'll understand that. That means you're getting ramrodded in the fucking ass. That's what's happening to Shakur Stevenson. Because he didn't understand that he was a pure fucking beta supreme that was basically given a lifeline of getting alpha molding and training by Andre SOG Ward. So it was stupid of you to break that. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat fashion. I like Shakur Stevenson. He's still the best of the crop. But if he does not bend the proverbial effing knee, and he does not kiss the ring while they at it and re-get back with Andre Ward, he's going to find himself in precarious situations just like Devin Haney and what he did with Floyd Mayweather Sr. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat fashion. You wonder why Top Rank is fucking your rabbit ass the fuck up. It's because you don't have that backing. You don't have that alpha molding and training. And if you did, you would see these motherfuckers for what they are. You would see them and know them by the fruits that they bear. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Next. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Next. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.